Right, my friends, okay, so in today's vlog, before we start, do me a favour and hit the subscribe button. Trust me, it's going to be a good video. And I'm out of my comfort zone because I'm at the airport, I'm going to New York. Now, I know you're going to say you've literally just come back from New York, but I'm going there. Reason being is, it's a bit of a weird one. My backpack here, right, it's broken, the zip's broke on it. So I had a look, and it's going to cost me, I think it was about 300 quid for another one, or 400 quid. Anyway, it's $200 cheaper in America, so my mate Martin's got it. I'm going to get through this. And I said, so order me, I'll come over and I'll review a new airline. Now, I'm at Manchester Airport, so I am totally out of my comfort zone. And we're going to fly over to Dublin. We've got two flights that I'm going to take. We're taking Aer Lingus over to Dublin, where apparently you clear immigration first at Dublin. So when you get to New York JFK, you're straight through and you're not messing about and you're not waiting. Because my global entry hasn't come through yet, so I'm going to have to fly back again to do my global entry interview in a few weeks when that comes through. Anyway, so we're going to take Aer Lingus. Now, it's two flights, as I say. I've never been Aer Lingus before. I don't know what it's like. And you know me, I'm a bit of a cheapskate, although it's not that cheap, it was £600 and odd return. It's direct on the way back. So we're going to review Aer Lingus and see what it's like. I should have started the video with top of the morning to you, shouldn't I? Now, apparently it's Ireland's answer to British Airways. That's what my mate Dave told me. I've no idea. I hope it's not like Ryanair. So I'm fingers crossed it's going to be all right. We're in economy. I've got a window seat on the way to New York from Dublin. I haven't on the way to Dublin from Manchester. This longest intro ever, but I'm hoping to get that changed at the airport. If not, then we'll get takeoff and landing anyway. I'm going to capture everything for you, so I'm looking forward to this. Anyway, let's roll the intro. So hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up. Now, without further ado, my friends, let's go. Right, well, I am definitely out of my comfort zone because I don't know where I'm actually going. I've got no idea. I know the runway's over that way because I can hear the planes, and I'm not far from the pub that I filmed at as well, the airport pub, and it's Terminal 1. Car safe, that's there. We're in the lines. Right, come on, onwards. Now, a lot of people have actually said before, why don't you go from Manchester? It's easier. And especially if you're going from, my passport was in Mansfield, so I had to go back and get that. And then I went from Mansfield to Manchester, and it is a bit of a nightmare to get through. You have to go over all the Peak District, then all the fog. And I just find it a lot easier to get on the M1 and drive down to Heathrow. It's just as quick. In fact, it took me 2 hours to get here from Mansfield, and I can be down to Heathrow in less than 2 hours, a lot quicker. Right, pedestrian exit here. See, I'm used to being at Heathrow. Don't really have an affinity to the north. It's like, everything in Heathrow. You can get on a bus and it takes you to the terminal. Here it's like pedestrian exit. I think it's because they seem to put all the money into Heathrow Airport, and the rest of the airports around the UK seems to get a bit of a bad rap. Right, here we go, pedestrian exit. Terminal 1, which is what we want, to the right. Guess we're walking. I can see a bus stop here. Terminal 1 and Terminal 2. Drop and go customers only. Guessing this is it. If you would prefer to walk, Terminal 1 is a 5-minute walk. I mean, I might as well walk, hadn't I? There's a bus coming, but nah, let's follow the signs. Let's have a walk. This is not ideal though now. I've not got a pavement. Hang on, there's a car coming. Don't want to get knocked over. Well done, Lee. Right, let's go to the middle quickly. I'm out of my comfort zone here. I know where I am at Heathrow. Now I'm on the road again. Great start. Terminal 1. No access to Terminal 1. Oh, I have no idea. Let's follow the signs. Right, Terminal 1 this way. I tell you what, the wheels on this case are getting a bit done for, I think. It's done some miles already. Right, Terminal 1 is this way. Don't airports like to shaft motorists? Right, welcome to T1. It just looks like a car park in Mansfield. It's not the best. Give me Heathrow. This is why I don't go to Manchester. Right, here we are. Terminal 1. Departures. There we go. Found it. We did all right. Right, here we are. Terminal 1 departures. It's not really a grand entrance though, is it? It's like the entrance to Mansfield bus terminal. Right, here we are, Terminal 1. There we go. Right, so I've got to find Aer Lingus. I want to try and get a window seat and change my seat. Aer Lingus, here we go, Dublin. Dublin, largest city in the world by the way, Dublin, because it keeps on Dublin and terrible joke. Right, come on. Right, well I am incredibly early because it's only 9:40. And I don't fly on the Dublin flight till what was it, 1:55 or something, but it says check in there Aer Lingus, but I don't think I'm going to be able to check in yet, so, and I can't see anywhere to have a coffee or anything either. I don't know, strange. I feel all at 6s and 7s not being at Heathrow. Right, well I'm going to ask, see whether I can check in early or not. If not, then I'll have to find somewhere for a coffee. Right, so I can't check in until 11:20. However, the lovely lady has given me a window seat. So we have got a window seat on the way to Dublin, which means I can get takeoff and landing as well as the aircraft on the way to JFK. So that's good. Let's go and find a coffee place, which is downstairs. Terminal 0, is that right? I'm guessing 0. Right, here we are, coffee shops. This'll do. At least I'm here in plenty of time. So I've got about an hour and 20 minutes to spare now, so I figured what better way to waste an hour and 20 minutes than to have a Greg's. Why do they put the napkin in with that so it gets sauce on it? Than to have a Greg's sausage cob, or a sausage barm as it is up here. Right, there we go. Can't beat a Greg's. Right, well, I managed to kill a couple of hours, so let's get upstairs now and check in. Right, here we are, Aer Lingus. Okay, so we should be able to check in now. No, we can't. It's 11:55. I am way too early. Again, it's at 11:55, 11:25. So I've still got another 40 minutes. Good grief, I am way too early. Yeah, I've just checked again. It doesn't open till 11:55, 2 hours before departure. So got another 40 minutes. Oh well, see what there is. There's not really anything to pass time. There's a Greggs, I've done that. I've had my coffee and can't really see any planes taking off. I'll have a quick wander around, but there's not much to see. I'll go and have a look at the toilets. No, I won't. I've been. Right, we've got 5 minutes before check-in and people are queuing up now, so I'm going to do the British thing and stand in line and queue up.
Boarding pass have been delivered.
Right, so I'm checked in, got the bag in. That's going to go straight through to JFK. So they said, hopefully. Well, I have got a tracker on it, so I'll be able to track it. So now we're going to go through security A. I'm not going to take you guys with me. I say this every time. They've got rubber gloves with no Vaseline, and I don't want none of that action. So I'll see you on the other side. It is now 12:25. Last time I came to Manchester, by the way, their security, I didn't have to take my laptop out or anything. Hoping it's the same at this terminal, because I can't remember which terminal I was at. So I'll see you on the other side. Right, it's now 1 p.m. I'm going to tell you, I have never been through, I've been through a lot of securities, many airports while I've been filming these videos, and I have to say, I have never been through a security that's been such a pain in the backside. The other Manchester terminal was actually a lot easier because it had got the new screenings on where you didn't have to take your laptops out. Basically, it took everything out of my bag, including my chapstick, which got checked a few times. I don't know what they thought about the chapstick. Anyway, it's now 1 p.m. Manchester Airport. You're garbage. Just get the new scanners in. Every airport should have the new scanners in that they've got, where you don't have to take anything out, because that has just wasted loads of time. Right, we better get a move on, otherwise we're going to miss our plane. Gate in for 105. It was funny actually, because he kept going, what is this? I said it's a GoPro. Well, what is this? I said it's a selfie stick. What is this? I said it's a charger. What is this? I said it's another tripod. And what is this? I said that's another phone. What? It just kept going through like, what is this? I'm thinking you can see what it is. Come on, give me Heathrow Airport anytime. Manchester Airport. Honestly, it's a joke. Right, moaning over. Come on, let's get this plane to catch. Right, duty free. Let's have a look. Now, if you've been watching my vlogs constantly, you'll know the score. We're going to go and see how much Jameson is and have a quick look around duty free before we get told off for filming. Can't film duty free. Right, well there you go. How much was Jameson? It wasn't overly cheap, was it? I have to say, by the way, you can tell the difference between Manchester and London Heathrow, because with the price of the rare and vintage whiskies, I think the most expensive one in Heathrow is something like 30 or 40 grand. They only stretch here for about 3 grand. They won't pay 30 or 40 grand up north, will they? Come on. Right, okay, so what's your name?
I'm Eleanor.
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 Eleanor, we're going to say hello to your husband who's not here,
Yeah, but
he watches the channel. He might be back up in a minute. If not,
Yeah.
then we're going to say hi to him. You're off to Dubai.
We are indeed. We're actually heading to Australia to see our daughter Lydia and
Wow.
our boyfriend James.
Whereabouts?
Melbourne.
In Melbourne.
Melbourne.
I'm going to Melbourne in February, so yeah, you're going to have a lot better weather than here, aren't you?
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yes,
So
hopefully.
Dublin. Who are you flying with?
Emirates.
Have you been with Emirates before?
Yes, I was once. My husband hasn't.
Emirates is amazing.
It is.
A
It's lovely.
proper
Lovely.
airline. So there we go. Well, I'm going to shoot off, and then what you should do
Lovely,
is
thank you.
not tell him that you've been on the video, and then
No,
just
yes,
surprise him.
Yes, that would be lovely. It's great to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
lovely
Nice to see you.
Great video.
Can you say onwards?
Onwards.
Right, let's have a look. The grain loft. What have we got here? Burgers. The dirty loaded burger, $18.99. Oh, a big breakfast. Let's have a look at the breakfast. 2 British Cumberland sausages, rashers of bacon, 2 fried eggs, roasted tomato, £16.99. £16.99. I mean, at least Dick Turpin wore a mask. What have we got here for breakfast? Fry up, £13. Breakfast bun, $12.25. Oh, we got a burger there, house burger, $16.95. Right, so it's now said it's boarding. It's 1:24 and it's gate 10. That literally just said it's boarding. Right, gate 10 this way. Right, here we are, gate 10. First stop, Dublin.
On boarding commences, the no passenger seats in rows 1 to 15. Please use the front stand for boarding, and no passenger seats in rows 16 to 34.
We got that second flight as well. Having a few more when we get
Right, seat number 12A, a window seat.
that morning there, the other last day, not
Dublin, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hi, Dublin 12A, thanks.
Yes, very good. Hello.
That's 2 seconds, okay?
We're leaving England.
Right, here we go. Got a window seat. Window's a bit filthy. I might have to
Afternoon,
clean
you're
it.
welcome on board Aer Lingus service EI205, shortly departing back to Dublin Airport. There are 2 areas for your hand luggage, the overhead bins and the area underneath the seat in front of you. We would ask you to kindly use the area underneath the seat in front of you for your smaller items of hand luggage. The overhead bin space should be used for larger wheelie type of suitcases only. Please stow these wheels first into the overhead bin. Please try not to block the aisles while stowing your bags or waiting to take your seat. And please check if you are seated in the first row of the cabin, row 1, or the exit rows 12 and 13 on this aircraft. All items of hand luggage in rows 1, 12 and 13, including any ladies' handbags, coats, jackets, any loose items must be stowed overhead. We're very pleased to welcome you on board and we wish you a very pleasant flight to Dublin.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, good afternoon. Captain speaking to you. My name, behalf of myself, the rest of you, very welcome aboard the flight to Dublin. We are just waiting one more piece of paperwork. Once everybody finds their seats and makes themselves comfortable, we'll be underway. In a 10-minute taxi time today before we get airborne, and once we do, we more or less direct the track out towards the coast, passing then south to the Isle of Man and onwards to Dublin, landing on the westerly runway. Conditions similar to here, probably less sun, but temperature pretty identical at 14 degrees and light winds.
There we are. Days.
Conditions on the way should be nice.
Sorry, Mike, you'll see. Right. Thank you.
That's fine, you there need to talk to the crews. Once we do get underway, Susie and the team are going to give you a safety demonstration. We ask you please to get that your very special attention is for your safety and for those seated around you. As always, you're very welcome aboard and to take contact.
Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure. Questions?
There we go. Right, well, I'll see you guys on the ground at Dublin. When did it become £2.20 for a Kit Kat? Right, a very quick 35-minute flight to Dublin, so that is very quick.
Safety is always the #1 priority on board when you travel with Aer Lingus, so therefore we'd like a special attention in the aircraft cabin. Now the crew will point out the safety features to you, and we're travelling today on an Airbus. It's an A320 type aircraft. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the flap metal end to the buckle to secure it, and you raise it firmly on the strap and to open lift the buckle cover. Should be faced away from you. 8 emergency exits on board, all clearly marked, red and white exit signs, low level pathway lighting. Guides you to your nearest exit and poor visibility. 2 doors at the front of the cabin, left and right. 2 doors at the very back of the cabin either side, left and right. In the centre, at your 12 and 13, there are 4 overwing emergency exit rows. 2 left and right, and please take time to note the exit nearest to you, bearing in mind your nearest exit may be behind you. And should you need to use an emergency exit, you should leave all cabin baggage behind you and make your way.
very, very short flight from Manchester to Dublin. Weather in Dublin similar to Manchester, dry at the moment, a little bit of light drizzle of course, but hopefully that won't be there when we get there. Very light winds, and it's only 30 to 50 degrees, so it's not too bad at all. Landing time, I'd say about 20 to 3 local time. We're just about started the descent, so we're doing pretty well, and I'd say I'll stand about 15 minutes earlier. If there's any updates, I'll get back to you in the descent. Thanks on behalf of the rest of us.
Those of you requiring wheelchair service at Dublin Airport, you are requested to remain on board and allow the other passengers to disembark, and then the crew will be able to help you and assist you to the awaiting wheelchair service. Cabins, you're called for landing. Warm welcome to Dublin Airport. For your safety, please remain in your seats until the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign when the aircraft comes to its complete stop and the doors have been opened. Don't forget to check the seat pocket in front of you and the seat area around you for your personal belongings before leaving. Always take extreme care when reopening up the overhead bins, as items could have moved around during the flight and could fall out. Because usually to you were a fellow passenger. Lots of you have onward connections by air this afternoon, travelling Transatlantic USA on our USA service, so you are requested to proceed to Flight Connections desk. It's clearly signposted en route into the baggage hall. Continue to Flight Connection Centre, where you will receive either your boarding card or be processed for your next flight. And if you have any further queries on the ground here at the airport, if you need help or assistance in any way, contact our uniformed ground handling staff. They will be available upon arrival of the aircraft at the gates, and they'll be happy to look after you. A reminder to you, when you're booking your future Aer Lingus tickets to avail of the cheapest fares, log on to the website at airlingus.com. Cabin crew is off doors for arrival and cross check. Cabin crew, the door checks are complete.
Right, well, we're in Dublin, so we've now got to get the next flight, and we've got to find the desk for that one, which is Onboard flights, I think she said. I can't remember. We'll find it anyway. We've literally got about an hour and a half, I think. It's 2:50, about an hour and a half. So we should be okay. And don't forget, we clear immigration here rather than in the United States. Allegedly, I've not done this before.
Thank you. That's a 693, isn't it?
Yeah, bye-bye.
There we go. Flight connections. Flight connections that way. Thank you very much. Right, flight connections. We just get my boarding pass and away we go.
Cheers, mate.
I'd now like to invite any airspace or club card holders for Aer Lingus flight EI 172.
Right, well, we've got an hour and 45 minutes, but we've got to go through the US pre-clearance area. So this is where we're going through immigration here rather than over in the United States. I'll see you on the other side. Right, through immigration. That was really quick, I'll tell you in a minute, but we've just got duty free here and we've got Jameson, and as we're in Ireland, let's just check out the price. There we go, 28 euros for a litre. Right, so you had to basically put your bags again through the scanner, through the x-ray, and then you walked through then to immigration. There wasn't very much of a line at all for immigration, very much of a queue. Everybody was scanning the fingerprints. They didn't scan my fingerprints, they just looked at my passport and said, look in the camera, and then I went. But I'm wondering whether, because everybody else was scanning the fingerprints, I've reapplied for my global entry and I haven't checked, because I had to renew it rather than reapply. I haven't checked whether it's renewed. I may have been able to go through the machines there, and there are global entry machines there as well. So if I come this way again, then all I need to do is scan my passport and away I go. Anyway, let's have a look at some planes. Now, I'm talking about global entry as if you actually know what it is. It basically gives you a quick route through the US, through immigration, without going through all the lines and everything in the queues and going through all the, with the immigration officers. You basically walk up to a machine, put your passport down, and you're pre-approved really. I had to pay, I think it was £150 to the UK government to get a code. That lets the US government then into all my data and background, etc. So I'm pre-checked to make sure that I'm safe, etc. And then you also pay the US as well. I think I paid $100 or $150, I can't remember what it was anyway, but you can see that online. And then you just turn up at the US, and where I've gone to JFK before, there's been queues of about 2 hours. None of that, you're literally straight through. So it's worth it if you visit the US a lot.
This time we would like to invite any of our passengers to get extra time to board or special assistance. Please come forward at least 401. We're going to look after you for boarding. Boarding for our business class customers.
half an hour before boarding. It'd be rude not to have a Guinness, wouldn't it? Well, I'm in Dublin. Right, well, got my Guinness. It is in a plastic cup, but tastes good though.
I-137 Boston at gate 426. That's business class only. Thank you.
Oh, so I just messaged my good friend Daniel over in Tenerife, and I said I'm in Dublin. Are there any other colours than green and grey over here? And he sent me a little voice message back, so I shall play it to you now. Here he is.
What's the crack, bro? You all right? I can't believe you're actually let into Ireland again after all the slagging you gave Supermax and all the trouble you caused in Galway. But anyways, man, look at you heading off to New York City. Enjoy yourself, man. Big hugs, bro, and stay out of trouble, man. Stay out of trouble.
Stay out of trouble. There you go. That's my good friend Daniel, who has a YouTube channel. I'll put his link in the description down below and on the end. So head over and subscribe to Daniel. Right, we should be boarding in about 10 minutes. Right, let's get on board. Seat 17K, a window seat, so I can capture takeoff, in-flight and landing. Okay.
Hello, how are you?
17K, please.
Hey, pause the galley and
Of
on
course,
your right.
thank you.
Okay, right, welcome on board.
Thank you.
Just a reminder to the back team who is sitting in our business class cabin that all your hand numbers there in the exception have to be placed up into the overhead lockers for takeoff and again for landing. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard the Inflight shortly departing for New York JFK Airport.
Right, 17K, which is on my left. So we've got 2, 4 and 2 configuration. Right, okay, so we're on board. It's very green, isn't it? Very, very Irish, very green. Got some headphones as well. Space, have we got no magazines or anything? Onboard screen, USB charger, charging point, although it is USB, it's not USB-C though, unfortunately. We need to get these changed to USB-C. Right, so all buckled up, just waiting now to take off. Got a gentleman next to me. He said that if it's not busy, then we'll move seats once the plane's taken off. Because there's not a lot of room, I have to say. But leg room's not bad. I'm 6'4.5", and I mean my legs aren't squashed in. It's just the width. I'm pretty sure they're fitting more, trying to squeeze more seats in widthways than they did years ago, because you used to be able to sit down in an economy seat without being squashed in like sardines. guess the big question is, will we get the look of the Irish and have some spare seats so we can spread out a little bit? Who knows? Right, well, we're finished boarding. It's a lot better that, isn't it? More space. So, finished boarding, and the lady from the part of the cabin crew said you can move forward one, so I've got 2 seats to myself. Normally, they don't let you do that till takeoff, so I have to say, I'm going to put this out here, all right? The staff, exceptionally friendly, but then again, they're Irish, and they're always friendly, aren't they? They're not like the English who just moan all the time. Hey, easy. I know what you're going to say. So they've just done the safety announcement, and apparently you've got a life jacket under the seat, and this makes me feel really safe actually if we crash into the Atlantic. You've got a whistle to attract attention, so I'm safe, I'm happy, I've got a whistle. Middle of the Atlantic, they're on the way. Right, so we're in the air. I've got myself a Coke. I did ask for a Diet Coke, but it's give me a normal one. But that's fine. I've got pretzels as well. Soft drinks are free. There is complimentary food as well, but you do have to pay for alcohol and any chocolate, etc. On board. I won't be doing any alcohol anyway. I'm going to lay off that. I'm not really into drinking on board. I've had wine before on Virgin, etc., but it just makes me feel a bit groggy. So plenty of fluids and liquids, and then we'll see what it's like for dinner, and also get a meal before we land as well. So hopefully, I'm praying that I've got the look of the Irish and the food is going to be all right, because I am rather peckish. I've only had that Greg's sausage cod from earlier on. Anyway, I shall catch you guys in a little while. Right, so it is lunchtime or dinner time, whatever it is. We've actually got the choice of chicken, beef or veggie. I've gone for the chicken. We've got a little salad there as well. Got some water there and a little chocolate mousse. And it looks like some bread as well, and some butter and some milk for when they come round with the tea and coffee. So I shall let you know. I'll eat this and then let you know what it's like afterwards, because trying to film with one hand on a camera and eat with the other is impossible. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. Right, okay, so let's sum up the food. Well, the starters, not overly keen on. Main course, which was the barbecue chicken, was quite nice. The bread was drier than a Catholic nun's sense of humour, and the dessert was not too bad. I have to say though, the eating off the wooden cutlery is a horrible experience. It's just goes through you when you're eating off the wooden cutlery. I just don't like wooden cutlery, but there we go. I guess you can't have plastic these days. So all in all, not three bad, or should I say not tree bad. Right, okay, so the sandwich filled a little spot there, turkey, and also then we had the flapjack, which was a little bit like eating solidified sugar, but anyway, filled a spot, and we've also got the tea there as well. Got about an hour to land now, so I shall see you guys on the ground. Feeling a bit groggy actually, so good job I didn't have anything to drink other than that Guinness earlier on, so I'll see you guys back on the ground.
On the progress to the cruise now at 38. Just passing Boston area down our right hand side very shortly. We'll start making it to Transatlantic North. It's going to take us pretty much down the Hamptons, aiming at the city, then breaking off for the south for a few right turns onto the east. I think very good time, expecting money on around 6:40 p.m. open time JFK, and depending on the taxi type or final parking position, expecting to be on stand roughly half an hour, 40 minutes. That's it.
Well, at the moment, looking like a fairly pleasant evening, currently 7 degrees Celsius or 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Light winds and it's going to be good. I think we'll be enjoying the flight bus off the captain and crew. I wouldn't expect it.
To big bicycle than they are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to York's JFK. Local time now is 6:42 in the evening. For your continued comfort, particularly your safety, we ask you to please remain in your seats, which is seatbelt fastened. Also, the aircraft has come to its final stop, and the cabin switches off the seatbelt sign. Please do remember to take the floor space that's behind you, the seatbelt in front of you, and the overhead bins. For any of your personal belongings before you leave us. Give in particular care when you open up the overhead bins. Items that have come during the lack of If you're traveling onwards by air today from New York and you have checked your baggage and choice from your destination, you need not collect your baggage here at JFK. If, however, JFK is your final destination, the baggage carousel will baggage carousel number 4 here at JFK. We land into Terminal 7. Uniformed colleagues from Transatlantic Airport will be meeting the aircraft. They'd be delighted to have you running for the programs that you may have to do with our flights and more indeed ground transportation. And so, it's needless to say, on behalf of our captain, Richard King, and all of the crew, I'd like to thank you for flying with Aer Lingus. It's been our pleasure looking after you, and we'll be looking forward to greeting you all on board and Aer Lingus flight in the very near future. Going to be involved with a card. We had to Aer Lingus skills for Silicon, Malaysia, and a Boston network. Slán, August money.
Bye now, thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye, thanks. Goodbye, thanks so much. Goodbye now, thank you. Goodbye, thank you.
Yeah, we'll hold me sooner than that.
Goodbye,
Thanks a million. Thank you. Bye-bye, Stomach. Goodbye.
Right, here we are, New York's JFK. So, Aer Lingus, was it any good? Well, I only did it for the crack. So I mean, CRAIC, never mind. Anyway, we landed on an evening, otherwise I could say top of the morning to you. It's a fairly good airline actually. Now, I've got to find baggage claim number 4, and hopefully my suitcase is here. Because I did say when I checked it in at Manchester, is it going all the way to New York? And she said yes. So fingers crossed. Don't forget we've already done immigration over at Dublin. So there's none of that. We're straight out in a taxi or an Uber. And then I'm off to the Silver Foxes, my good mate Martin. Right, let's go and see if my case is here. Well, that's good. I know my suitcase is here. I've used the Find My app. I've got a little AirTag, Apple AirTag in my case, so I know it's here. Just got to keep an eye out for it now.
Ladies and gentlemen, many bags look alike. Please make your plate check with your bag.
Right, gonna go and get an Uber now to my good friend Martin, the Silver Fox. Right out Uber, here we go. So, yeah, Aer Lingus, would I travel again? Probably not. I don't like connecting flights, and once I've got my global entry, then I don't need to go through immigration anyway. You just basically put your passport down and you don't have to queue up. So once that comes through, then probably not. But I have to say, made it a whole lot easier if you are actually going to come to New York and you don't have global entry, because you wait ages in JFK, and it was really quick going through Dublin there. Very good. But Aer Lingus, I'd give them an 8. No, it's 7.8 out of 10. Food wasn't great, but the people on board were really nice. But they're Irish, so they're going to be. Right, I need to find zone G2. There's D, E, F, G. Oh, it's cold. My coat is in my bag, in my suitcase. Shall I get it out? I think I might have to get it out, it's freezing. Oh, that's better. A trusty North Face. It is chilly since last time I was here, which was about, when was it? 2 weeks ago? Week and a half ago? Right, my friends, well, that is the end of the journey at the moment. I'm off to see my good friend Martin now. Might be able to get him in a video if I can persuade him to go for breakfast or lunch tomorrow, and we'll get him back on the vlog again. I know a lot of you out there do like the Silver Fox. I did actually see him in Vegas when I was here a couple of weeks ago, but we didn't film because we were having a bit of good time, having a bit of chatter and a few drinks, etc. But I have said to him this time, can we get you on a vlog? And he said, oh, if I must. Anyway, so there we go. Aer Lingus, all the way via Dublin. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy the video, do give it a thumbs up, and also maybe think about subscribing, because there is lots more content coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.